2025, you're moving to Las Vegas and you really want to know what are the top three neighborhoods here in Las Vegas. Now, listen, I am not looking to get my license taken away from me. So we are not going to be doing what's called steering in our industry, which means basically we tell you where you're supposed to be and all that kind of good stuff. We're not doing that. But according to niche.com, neighborhood.com, redfin.com, we're going to give you what they believe here in Las Vegas are the top three areas. As we always like to say on my channel here, let the show begin because we're getting after it right now. No, really, I'm being serious. That is a true thing in the industry. So sometimes you may feel as though your agent is dancing around about telling you something about a neighborhood or about crime or about schools. There are certain things that we have to step up to. We make sure that we are not breaking the law, in all honesty, in regards to what we're doing as far as steering people to certain areas, steering them towards neighborhoods, steering them towards schools, telling someone that they're safe in a neighborhood. All those things, we as professionals, we have to be very careful, and we can have our license taken away if we're caught doing those particular things. So hopefully that helps you out to help to understand why your agent may be a little reluctant when it comes to answering some of those kinds of questions. So anyway, in today's videos, moving to Las Vegas, what are those areas? According to niche.com, according to neighborhood.com, according to Redfin, top three areas. You've heard this one before all over the place. Number one, Summerlin. So we're going to go from number one to number three. I'm not going to be doing that 3, 2, 1 thing down. We're going to start with the top one. Number one, Summerlin. But stay around. These three areas are fantastic areas. So you really want to hear about them. Summerlin, high-end area, luxury. You're definitely going to start more in that area in the 600,000s as far as your homes are concerned with. You're not going to be sneaking into sneaking into the Summerlin area in regards to those $400,000, $500,000 properties, maybe townhouses, but we're looking more a higher end when it comes to those particular type of numbers. But everyone loves Summerlin. Master plan community. You have beautiful, pristine neighborhoods, beautiful, pristine, clean, all this kind of the looks is everything is taken care of. It's very manicured, all that kind of great stuff. Suburban, all of that wonderful kind of stuff. I lived in Summerlin for a while, lived in New York myself as well. So I'm a little bit more of an artistic boy. I like more love Summerlin. I was there for 11 years, loved Summerlin. At the same time, I'm also, like I was saying, an artistic boy. I wanted to be down in the arts district area. It's another little area that a lot of people are enjoying and liking. We'll talk about that a little bit more in the video too. But at the same time, Summerlin is that pristine area. You can find that $600,000 property, but you can find multi-million-dollar properties also in the Summerlin area. 25, 35,000, 25, $35 million properties that are in the Summerlin area. Some beautiful, pristine, double gated neighborhoods, all of those different types of things. So if you're thinking Summerlin, definitely reach out to us. We'd love to make sure that we can be of assistance to you in that regard. Now, before I move forward, my name is Lavert Pompey Bennyfield. I'm the team leader here in Las Vegas. So just so you know who you're talking to, if you have not been to our channel before, thank you guys for checking us out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Subscribe below. We'd love to make sure that we are bringing you information and bringing you insight in regards to moving to Las Vegas, different things about Las Vegas, all that kind of good stuff, so we can keep videos coming out to you weekly. Make sure you subscribe below so that you can get those videos and you're not missing out on this information. So now jumping back into the video. Number two, in regard to areas, again, that these websites are claiming to be some of the nicer areas of Las Vegas or the top areas of Las Vegas. And I sort of agree with them, some of their lists. We can change some areas out every now and then. Again, not steering, but just taking it off of these different websites. Number two is going to be Henderson. And Henderson is an actual city, folks. It's an actual city. Now, we live in a valley or a circle or a bowl, whatever you want to call it. And we're surrounded by mountains here in the Las Vegas Valley. But Henderson, we'll give you a quick shot of a Google map here. Google map, you can see down towards the lower, sort of the southeastern side, that's where you're going to find Henderson, the city of Henderson. It has its own mayor, it has its own police department, all of those different types of things. It's definitely one of those areas that has been more than up and coming. It's been a great city. It's been touted in different articles and magazines and places like that, as well as being one of the safest. And I put that in air quotes because everyone's understanding of safe is very different. And again, not telling you this is the area for you to move in if you want safety. I'm just saying it has been stated based upon some of the police data that's out there, based upon some of the articles that have been written, as one of the safest neighborhoods in the United States. So that's according to, again, niche.com and all those different types of sites that we've been looking at. So Henderson is another fantastic area, up and growing. We have some really vintage areas of Henderson that are really fun and really started trying to get a sort of kind of a rebirth happening in that area. And then we have those brand new pristine areas of Henderson that are putting out those big, beautiful homes out there as well. You can find some beautiful luxury properties in the Henderson area as well, and the prices definitely have started to go up in that area. We have the fantastic, exquisite Lake Las Vegas a little further out, but at the same time, I mean, what an experience. It feels almost very Tuscan, Italian kind of feel and energy. Great schools, again, according to niche.com, according to neighborhood.com, and all those different types of great things, redfin.com. Great schools are in that area as well. So all of those things you want to do your homework on so that you can really understand what's going to be most important for you if you have a child that's looking to be in school, figuring out which of those schools may work best for you. So do your homework. Again, we're taking this off of these different websites and saying this according to these websites or this according to these online websites, that these are the areas that they're stating. So again, but still do your homework, do your own homework. Henderson, own separate city. Now, number 3, again, just really quickly looking at that Google map, we're going to be looking towards the northwest. This is an area called Sky Canyon. This was very fast in its growth, almost like our sort of north Las Vegas area that really started to see a lot of big growth as well. But Sky Canyon also started to be really big because, in all honesty, the Summerlin is it can be expensive for some people depending on what your budget is and so all that kind of great stuff. Those numbers can be pretty big and expensive for some people, and Sky Canyon sort of kind of took up all of that sort of overflow of people who wanted to have that is adjacency a word? I'm about to say they have that adjacency of Las Vegas to be Summerlin adjacent, but at the same time, not have a lot of those bigger fees and all those different types of things that could come along with being in Summerlin. But Sky Canyon, another area that has really taken off, that are seeing some great homes out in those particular areas as well. So those are the 3 areas in Las Vegas, according to niche.com, according to neighborhood.com, according to Redfin, that are the top 3 areas here in Las Vegas. So nice, quick, fast, not wasting your time getting you in there. Now, the rest of the video, we're going to talk to you about some other cool little features about making your transition and moving here to the Las Vegas Valley. Before we jump into that information, we're going to talk to you about 3 other areas I really think that you should consider. Again, this is coming from niche, coming from all of these different sort of websites that are sort of marking them as some additional ones. Area that I absolutely love, downtown Las Vegas, the arts center, the arts area. Like I was saying, lived in Summerlin before, love the arts, the downtown arts scene. It's that area that's where there's a lot of young entrepreneurs, a lot of artistic people, creatives, and all that kind of great stuff are in that area. You can still find some very beautiful high-end luxury properties. You can still find some wonderful, I wouldn't say entry level homes, but at the same time, you want to think about 600, 700,000 in regards to the properties that you're looking in that particular area as well. But a great vibe. It almost has more of a vibrant sort of urban, bigger city kind of feel. Everyone sort of jokes with us sometimes and says that Las Vegas always it's the desert. It's not even a big city. Even when I first moved here from New York City, I sort of kind of gave up, busted his chops a little bit as far as Vegas. It's not really a city. It is a big city. We're what 2.4 million. I have to get that number correct. I think we're around that number. We've grown a lot, so that's a lot of people in this area as far as this valley is concerned. But again, downtown Las Vegas, the arts area, absolutely fantastic. Do some homework on that. You'll love this particular area. Young professionals, again, like I said, a lot of creatives, all that kind of great thing. Again, you can find those entry levels, like we said, but you can also find those multi-million-dollar properties as well down in sort of kind of some neighborhoods of the arts district area as well. Another area I want you guys to be aware of that has been pointed out here in these different resources that we've been talking about is Inspirada. That's going to be closer, and that's going to be more towards that Henderson area again. Inspirada is another one of those neighborhoods that a lot of people are drawn to. A lot of great new buildings, a lot of family oriented. These are all the things that Niche and all the Red Fins are saying. Family oriented area. A lot of fun things that are happening down in the Inspirada areas. A lot of parks, walking. You can find a lot of trails and parks really all over the valley, but they really have taken it to a wonderful level and given us a lot of different, multiple different parks throughout the area. Really cool. You're close to the Raiders practice arena, and you're also close to the Las Vegas Aces, our two-time ladies WNBA champions. Their practice facility is right next to the Raiders as well. So that's really cool sometimes to be able to get in there. I don't know exactly how the getting in to see their practice works, but you do want to check those guys out because I know there are times you can get in there, but I think you have to have tickets in order to see them practice. But again, Inspirada, fantastic area. Love Inspirada. I think you will love it as well. If you have any interest in that area, of course, reach out to us about any of these particular areas and we'd love to be able to help out. And then the third one here that we want to do as like sort of kind of an off mention is back to Summerlin again, but this is going to be Summerlin South. There's a newer area because Summerlin was so popular, it started to extend down towards the south and even extend up towards the north. But that Summerlin South area is another key area that a lot of people are moving to. Again, according to niche.com, according to Redfin, and all the kind of great things. But great areas there. Again, you're still looking at those wonderful Summerlin prices, so you definitely want to make sure that you're aware. We're looking at 600, 700, 800 million, 2 million, multi-million dollar properties in that Summerlin South, but a fantastic location in regards to Summerlin South as well. So those are those three extra bonuses. Now jumping into some tips in regards to moving here to the Las Vegas area. Three things that you want to consider when you're thinking about moving to that Las Vegas area or moving to our Las Vegas area. You hear it all the time, or I would think you should hear it all the time. You want to make sure you get pre-approved. It's so huge. Reach out to us. We'll connect you to some lenders. You don't have to necessarily use those lenders if you don't want to use those lenders. You can shop around for lenders, but we want to make sure that you are empowered with understanding what your buying potential is. We don't want you out there guessing and thinking. We don't even want you out there going, oh, I need to save more money, or oh, I need to do this, blah, 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 blah. Reach out to us before you're really ready to do it. Maybe 3 months, 6 months before you're ready to do it. Reach out to us. You can get professional input in regards to what you really need to do and what you really need to get ready for in order for you to move forward. You may not necessarily need as much money as you think. You may not necessarily need to do certain things with your job that you may think. When you talk to a lender and you get all those things really answered out for you, you can make a really true decision in regards to how you need to move forward versus you guessing and thinking this is what you may need. And all of a sudden you come to us and we're like, oh, you need more of this, you need this. You know what I mean? I've seen people be disappointed. They're like, we've been saving up, we've been preparing for 6 months, and we still need to prepare for more. So come to us a little earlier. Let's make sure that we're getting you prepared the right way and around the right things. Because sometimes people are doing things that really don't necessarily move the needle, if you will, in that sense. All right. So that's definitely the first thing you want to be able to do. Connect with us. Let's get you pre-approved before you start moving out here to Las Vegas. And then let's think about this as well. When we move to Las Vegas, make sure that we are checking out the time of year. Summer can be brutal. Is it one of the probably the tougher times when you're in those hundreds and everything else? It may not necessarily be the best time to be moving and unpacking a truck and everything else. I get it. We have moved a lot of people during that time. It's just one of those, we have to move. But if for some reason you're not moving during that time, or if you have a little bit of flexibility, do it away from our 100-degree weather. So just to give you a heads up, so really make sure you're understanding that. And then the third thing we really want you to understand is going to be like the climate here in Las Vegas. Yes, it's a desert, but at the same time, like I just said, it can get extremely hot. But at the same time, our winters they won't get extremely cold where we're having snow on the ground and all kinds of great things. But there will be snow on the ground, and we will have utility fluctuations. We'll have gas high one time, and then we'll have electricity high another time, or your AC and all those different types of things. Those flip because of our environment here in the Las Vegas area. So make sure you're aware of that in regards to how utilities and things like that may work. So those are things you want to think about as far as some 3 little tips as far as when you're doing your relocation. Now, the next thing we want to be talking to you about is this. Are hidden gems. Hidden gems are here in the Las Vegas area. And again, this is according to Niche. This is according to neighborhood.com, Redfin. This is what they're stating are our hidden gems. They're stating things like our North Las Vegas area and Cadence. That's going to be in the Henderson area. North Las Vegas, again, its own separate city, but at the same time, it can be a little more affordable. North Las Vegas definitely had a stigma attached to it years ago, because we had so much growth in it and everything else. There was all the stigma about crime. There was stigma about, the location and the amenities and things around North Las Vegas. So again, all of these things, you do your homework on. You make sure that you check these things out. I lived in Summerlin, like I said before, master plan community, beautiful community. The only community that we've ever unfortunately been broken into and in a gated community was in the Summerlin area. But at the same time, we can't necessarily tell you what area is going to be safe, right, so forth and so on. But according to niche.com, North Las Vegas is one of those hidden gems that people definitely can find affordable homes. More your money will go a little bit further, all those different types of great things. So check out North Las Vegas if you're open to that area. Do your homework, talk to your friends, talk to family, talk to people that may live here, get their understanding, and weigh again whether or not they're thinking about that old school North Las Vegas sort of kind of stigma that they had maybe a decade ago about North Las Vegas, and see if you can check into things to see if that stigma can be wiped away or clarified, because there has been some wonderful growth in the North Las Vegas area. And then Cadence is that Henderson area that definitely is newer homes, a little more affordable. Wouldn't say, you know, a huge drop in numbers. There's some pockets of Cadence that can be expensive as well, but at the same time, you still can find some more affordable homes in that Henderson area. Our valley is starting to become more expensive. We're definitely starting to see that. But again, like we said before, people coming in from California, people coming in from Canada, people coming in from parts of Mexico, parts of Arizona, wherever it may be, they are still finding they can find some wonderfully more affordable homes than where they were before. So, with that, hopefully this is going to be a great guide for you in regards to looking when we're making that move here to the Las Vegas area here in 2025. Please share this with other people. We want to make sure they get this same information to make sure they can reach out to us, or at least they have this guide that will help them in regards to their consideration of Las Vegas and when they do the move. We'd love to help you out in regards to making that move, helping you find your home, sell a home, whatever you may need. And with that, guys, we'll talk to you next week in the next video. Take care.